What's going on, guys? Peremo here, bringing you the lowdown on the 1.1 Incursion patch update for Tom Clancy's The Division. This is my first video, so bear with me as I'm new to this type of gig, so I apologize in advance if I seem stale or mess up a few things, as I'm not great with words. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you next time in the chat of my stream. Link to that will be somewhere in the video or in description below, or both. We'll see after I finish editing this video. If you did enjoy the video, you can support me by pounding that like and subscribe button with your cursor, and by clicking on that Twitch link and following me there. Now let's do this. As you guys know, this is Gaming for Vets Day 4. And we are going to definitely play some Division on PC because my friends are not ready to play on PS4. And tonight I am only streaming for 2 hours because I have physical therapy tomorrow and I have to do some things around the house to prepare myself for tomorrow because I'll be in pain all day and won't be able to do those things while I'm in pain. So if you don't know what Gaming for Vets is, Gaming for Vets is a place where I play video games for you, my viewers, and you get to donate to 2 awesome charities. The first charity on our left side, we have the Semper Fi Fund. Here's a little backstory about the Semper Fi Fund. They grant 85 grants per day, and their upkeep is 7%, meaning 96% of everything you donate goes towards, or 93%. I'm sorry, 93% of everything you donate goes towards programs that help veterans and their families. The Semper Fi Fund is a 4-star charity, or 4-star rated charity from Charity Navigator, and also has an A+ rating from CharityWatch.org. And their mission and its program is to provide immediate life support for post 9/11 wounded, critically ill, and injured members of the U.S. Armed Forces, veterans, and their families to ease recovery and transition back home to their communities. So if you'd like to donate to them, by all means, donate to them. And on the right side, we have 22 Kill. 22 Kill started in 2013. 100% of the proceeds donated to them do go to veteran empowerment programs through other nonprofit organizations, such as their partner organization, Honor, Courage, Commitment Incorporated. 22 Kill also accepts people to volunteer to be, I guess, like people that veterans in trouble can look to. You just go on their website and you sign up to do that. It's basically free of charge. And they also offer some pretty cool things, such as the Honor Ring. If you want to know more about the Honor Ring, check out their website at 22kill.com. Now that that's out the way, let's get into some of this update for Division. Oh man, update 1.1 incursions. Let's go over these patch notes. So we have Falcon Loss, Gear Score, reminds me of World of Warcraft, Gear Sets, another World of Warcraft thing, or whatever MMO they got the idea from. Trading, which is a weird way to trade items with players in your group by dropping them from your inventory. I guess they haven't figured out a way for other players to tab onto another player and have a trade option. Assignments and Dark Zone supply drops. So I have some friends that are already playing this right now, and they say it is crazy good, this update. That this is the update that this game has been needing for the past, I don't know, since release. So let's go over each one. I'm glad that they put these tabs here. So we got Falcon Loss. Falcon Loss is a new mission available in the Stuyvesant area. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. You must be level 30 and have completed the General Assembly mission to access this mission. The General Assembly mission is the mission that requires level 28 at a minimum, and is seen as the end mission to the initial release of this game. Falcon Loss, the encounter is in balance for 4 players with high level gear. So this is just not apparently this is just not something that you can go in with, let's say, full superiors or partially superiors and think you can get on with it. Let's go over gear score. So apparently it's going to be next to your level in the character screen is what it looks like right here. And its bullet points read, every non-vanity gear piece that can be found when your agent is level 30 has a gear score value. The higher an item's gear score, the stronger the item, which obviously makes sense. The overall gear score of your agent can be seen in your main menu next to your player level. Gear score indicates the advancement of an agent. Other agents' gear score are displayed next to their health bars, which is going to be challenging to locate, especially during PvP or when they're trying to PvP and they don't want you to see that. Improving your gear and increasing your overall gear score will grant your agent access to the most dangerous high-end challenges. Now we go on to gear sets. Gear sets is something I've always liked because it always gives you that extra edge or extra cool ability or animation that makes the game more immersive and feel more like yours. So, the gear sets equipments can be found by completing the most challenging activities in Manhattan. Collecting and wearing gear sets grants powerful stat bonuses and talents. Gear sets of varying gear scores can be found from many playstyles. Find the set that best suits yours. Tactician's Authority, which enhances electronic and support capabilities. Striker's Battle Gear, which provides bonuses for assault capabilities. Sentry's Call, which enhances marksman capabilities. Path of the Nomad, which provides bonuses for lone wanderers. So right now on PC, as you all know, it's very hard for me to find people to play with because most of my friends don't play on PC. They have consoles. So for me, I think on PC at least, I would definitely go down the road of getting Path of the Nomad first and foremost on PC. Now on PlayStation 4, as you guys have heard me from the first stream I did with my friend Sean, I am trying to build a healing build. Also, it'd be nice to, along with my healing build, to have a sticky bomb PvP burst build. So on PS4, I plan on definitely getting Tactician's Authority. As for the other 2 sets or 3 sets, those will be more on the back burner for me, and if I'm just in a group that already has a set rhythm and they need me to switch roles. Now let's move on to trading. Items dropped by enemies can be shared with other players. Trade items by dropping them as loot from your inventory so players in your group can pick them up. You can only share an item for the first hour you have acquired it. Items can only be shared with players who are currently in your group and who were also in your group when the item was originally dropped. So something has changed since they streamed the panel for this update. In the panel, they tried to keep it like World of Warcraft, where it was like the first 2 hours of that item dropped, you were able to trade it. According to these patch notes, it's now only 1 hour after it's dropped. And the only problem I see with this method of dropping is going to be ninja looters, essentially. And what I mean by ninja looters is you're going to have the item drop. Like, say me and Sean are in a group and we've pugged 2 people. And I'm like, hey, dude, I got the item, gear, insert needed item here. I don't need it. Do you need it? And he says yes. And I drop it for him. Now, one of those other players that are in the group that pugged with us could be like, I'm A, either going to mess with them, or B, I need the item too, and I don't feel like working for it. So I'm just going to walk up right next to them where they drop it, and I'm going to pick it up before his buddy can. And that's going to be a really big problem I see forthcoming with this new patch is ninja looters. And they're going to have to implement some way some type of trade window or trading post where you can safely trade items in the game. And rant for trading. Now let's move on to assignments. Global and personal assignments. Global and personal assignments are automatically obtained when you log in, so I should get one when I log in, and can be trapped from the map via the menu called Missions Overview. Assignments are available for a limited time, 24 hours for daily assignments, and 7 days for weekly assignments, after which they will be replaced by different assignments. Assignments come in different categories: combat, dark zone, and crafting. Most assignments can be completed while playing alone, but some will require enlisting other agents' assistance to complete. Now, I find that really good. Mainly the last billet will require enlisting other agents' assistance to compete. On PC, that'll be really awesome for getting players to connect more and come together, because there's a chat window system. Whereas for console players, there really isn't a chat window system where there's a chat window for Kip's Bay and a chat window for the Dark Zone zone levels. So it's going to be a lot harder for players to find other people to play with if they don't already have friends to play with, to get those grouping global and personal assignments done. So that's a problem I see with console compared to PC. But there's always ups and downs to playing different ones, which is why I enjoy playing both, so I can get the gist of how it is to play on PC and how it is to play on console. Now let's move on to Dark Zone Supply Drops. Dark Zone Supply Drops are a global event where the Strategic Homeland Defense Agency airdrops multiple supply caches to assist division agents. Dark Zone supply drops will occur multiple times over the course of the day. The supply drops can contain non-contaminated gear of all types that will be ready to use without the need for extraction. These supply drops will be heavily sought after by other agents and enemy factions that roam the Dark Zone, so be ready for resistance. Now this is where having friends is going to come greatly into your favor. I can see really geared groups. I know they have a bracket now for just the really geared people, but I could see groups of players just going hard at these, killing other players, going rogue for these highly sought after items, especially if they're the new tier set drops. If they're not an upgrade item level wise compared to what we've had during the initial release of the game, they won't be as sought after. But according to my friends, these things happen often, and it's all up to you to just get there and get there first. And then they have a tab for the full patch notes. I don't think I've missed anything, because the group spectator camera. I've been talking about this with my friends for a while, that this was a needed thing, because I get tired of just getting killed and then just looking at a gray screen. I'm going to enjoy now playing through the eyes of another person if by chance I happen to get killed along the way. And the new exotic weapons. They've added 3 new weapons for each type of primary class. I say primary class because not a lot of people run with a shotgun. It's mostly assault, DM rifle, or a marksman rifle, and a submachine gun. So they have the Warlord, the Historian, and the Valkyria. I'm interested to see if any players have gotten that already within the couple of hours the game's been out. It's been out. Apparently, it got released at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is where I'm at. So it's been out for about 12 hours or 15 hours or 14 hours. 14 hours and 9 minutes. So I'm interested to see if any of players have gotten any of them in the time that the game's been out. Well, I guess we'll see along the way. And then they have all these other things. So the gameplay turret skill can no longer suppress enemy NPCs, as this allowed named NPCs to be defeated too easily. When I first started this game, that is literally how we got past all the challenge modes. Is we all just actually, this is how we got past doing all of the hard missions at low levels together, is we would just all equip the turret and hope that they suppress the enemy and we just would walk up on them and destroy them. Recalibrating high-end items will now cost normal credits instead of Phoenix credits. Good on you, Ubisoft, for making that call, because I, for one, did not want to spend Phoenix credits to upgrade any type of thing on my high-end items. The crafting, now a lot of people were complaining about this, but you have to realize that they're going to be making crafting materials more available in the game now. They increased the crafting conversion cost from 5 to 10 greens to equal 1 blue, and from 5 blues to 15 blues to equal 1 orange. And then 10 high-end materials to craft 1 level 31 high-end item. I'm interested to see how that's going to work, because some of the challenge modes will drop item level 31 high-end items, and then they also will drop level 30 high-end items as well. So we'll see how that's going to work. They added controller dead zone calibration into the settings menu in the user interface, and they fixed all these bugs here, which I feel like I don't need to go over, because the main part about this update, and essentially expansion, since they released the first hard instance per se, would be that type of content, not these various different exploits and problems with the game that people were having, which it seems like a lot. I guess I can go over this later on my own time, but I'll leave it up here for a period of 5 seconds and keep scrolling down for you guys that want to pause this video or that are watching it in stream right now to go over and address different things that you were looking for. So there's a first set of bug fixes. Let's scroll down. There's the second set of bug fixes, and I actually think I could go down one more. Nope, I can't. So there's a second set of bug fixes. Oh, here's a bug that is gonna, I guess, annoy some people that were using this. I know I used it for a period of time, but the buff from Smart Cover no longer stacks if multiple teammates are using it on the same piece of cover. So that's gonna be interesting, because I guarantee most players were prepping for the Falcon Loss incursion by using this type of not necessarily exploit, but mechanic to have them be healed at all times. So this is going to be interesting on how they're going to get through those situations if they did prepare like that and push through the rest of the game. And that should be it. That's the last section of the patch notes. And let's get in the game. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Like I mentioned earlier, if you'd like to support me, you can do that by hitting that like and subscribe button or following me on Twitch. If you'd like more information on Gaming for Vets, you can contact me at peremotwitch@gmail.com. Most importantly, if you want to donate to those charities, please click on those links on my Twitch channel. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time.